The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
Okay, before we really start the episode of Locked On Canucks, I gotta say, I forgot to hit record on the camera. So today's episode is only available on audio, but it's all good, because we beat the Oilers. Twice. Anything is good. I'm going to run those highlights over the last two games. For what? Another hour? Watch the film? I'm going to go back into time. I'm going to watch a YouTube video about Henrik and Daniel dominating the Oilers. And I'm not just talking about the one shift. I'm just talking about their best highlights against the Oilers. Everything works. Today. Tonight. Tomorrow.
What?
Everything feels better and is possible when the Canucks pick up wins, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode.
Where am I going with this? Directly to the episode, yeah. I'll just shut up and get on with the show. Peace and love. Enjoy.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I had a cousin who paid a lot of money to go to the Oilers game today from Alberta. He cheers for, again, the Oilers. I'm laughing at that guy. Can we boo him too? I'm not going to lie, by far and away, maybe the worst cousin of all time. Why? Because he cheers for the Oilers and he must be a Darnell Nurse fan. Did I say his name right? Darnell Nurse? That dude. That dude pisses me off. Just a bit. Why? Because I'm loyal. This is another episode of Locked On Canucks. My name is Kyle Bowen. But more importantly, this show right here is the show that gives you your Canucks every day. Shout out to Don't Doze. Why? Because we're here. You and I are here to talk a little bit of hockey before I do the dishes and get the bleep out of here on this Saturday night after the game. What a game. A lot of things didn't happen, but a lot of things also did happen. And I don't want to start off so angry, so sad, especially because, we did win the game. But I got to say, we got worked. We got worked. And worked bad. Casey DeSmith, that other goaltender, was really good. And he was really good right away. And I'm saying that even though he let in a goal, 42 seconds into the game? Because before Draisaitl knocked that in, he already made, 2 stellar saves right away. It just felt as if he was in the zone and nothing was going to get to him. And it was one of those like rare 3-goal performances that I'm going to remember. Not just because of the importance of, again, getting off to a good start in 2022, 2023. That was cool. That was great. It feels good to be a Canuck fan right now. But it was just, again, individually, damn impressive. Damn impressive, and this game mattered. It mattered so much that I was here alone on a Saturday night watching it. It felt good. Again, practicing escapism with the Vancouver Canucks again. And maybe for a lot of you, it's always been there. And for the better part of my life, it was always there. But then they started losing a lot for, close to a decade. It was hard. It was hard. There was a time not too long ago where I'd rather be reading books than watching the Canucks. That was like 7 months ago. But fast forward to the now. And this is why I'm blessed, right? To have Beggsy as a friend. Doing the most for me. Bringing me back. Giving me that back. I'm sorry. The Canucks are that. They gotta be. Addicting. And I'm glad to say that I'm addicted to the Vancouver Canucks again. Today was a lot of fun. By myself in the studio watching the Canuck game, and every moment counted. Every minute mattered. It was intense. And we got worked. This all being said, the last, 7 minutes, 6 minutes? Impressive. It was a combination of Edmonton not having as much gas anymore, maybe just dealing with frustration too, because they probably saw it as well. That there was a really, really good chance that they weren't beating DeSmith again. Maybe that had a lot to do with it, but maybe also, and most would say, this was the case. The Canucks at the end of the game cleaned them out, did their thing, made the important plays, battled hard, made it difficult, and made Edmonton's attack boring. Big ups, Pettersson, Miller, Lafferty, Joshua, doing their thing. Speaking of Lafferty, did Wayne Gretzky get drafted in the 5th round? I want to know that. Did Mario Lemieux get drafted in the 5th round? Well, what's all this noise about the 5th round, right? And I'm talking to myself. I am, when I'm saying these things. Because a fifth round pick, in reality, is definitely worth shipping away for a player like Lafferty, based on what I've seen in 2 games. And some of the commentary around his name. I feel as if he's backed up some of the recognition he gets as a hockey player. The dude skates hard, plays hard too. I think he's showing early on that he could also be a very, very good guy to look up to for a guy like Höglander. I see it. Speaking of which, Höglander, I thought he played a good game. Another dude who played a clean game. Akito Hirose. The whole game was horrible defensively for the Vancouver Canucks. Again, they got worked. But one of the guys who, again, played a clean game somehow was Akito Hirose. I thought he played really good. And I don't know what the fancy stats are saying. But again, I think he played pretty good. My name's Kyle Bound. I approve of that message. Speaking of, I was about to say, speaking of Quinn games, instead of clean games, Quinn Hughes, that dude is so good at playing sports. Too confident, too smooth, too poised, never rattled. And I think is really proud of being a captain for one of those teams. Again, you're a Vancouver Canucks, and that's going to make him better. It's going to make him feel more like a hockey player, and that's a dangerous thing for anyone playing up against him. That's just the truth. Who else played good? Does anyone come to mind? I just feel as if the whole game, again, was a show. I'll bleep that out. But somehow they got that dub, and it worked this time, and maybe it's going to work again and again and again, because maybe DeSmith is better than we thought, but we have that other guy, Demko, who is really, really good, and he still may be better than we think. This way of winning is definitely cool, because winning is cool, but I feel as if there also can't be any chance of us feeling as if this is acceptable, right?
We won the game, Cole. Yeah, we won the game, Cole.
Getting outworked is not cool. Getting bailed out
This guy's an idiot.
is, but
You can never win with these people.
I feel as if you need to definitely have,
What do you want now, asshole? Bro, why are we listening to this ball hockey player, bro?
on most nights, way, way, way more effort. And yeah, they're playing one of the best teams in hockey, right? Draisaitl, McDavid, and company. but the effort, man. I don't think Tocchet is impressed with that, but that one, I don't even think the team is too. But they're happy, though. They're happy because they got dubs. Maybe just the fact of that. Definitely because of the fact of that, right? They got some dubs. They got a little lucky. That adds some swagger into a room that knew that they had to get a good start, and now they have just made that a lot easier. These are 2 tough games, home and home, against the Oilers. And y'all got beat. I'm talking to the Oilers fans. That must hurt. Work's gonna suck a little bit more on Monday. Ha ha. Right, tomorrow you're sleeping in till 9:45, 10:30, 11. Maybe 12. What's the point, right? You're tired. You're tired. Life would be a little easier if your team picked up 1 win against us, the Vancouver Canucks. You guys faced a goaltender who was puking in his mask while making saves. Maybe. Okay, I'm paraphrasing. But you get it? You lost to one of those guys. Now you lost to a backup to start your season. Didn't you guys start training for this in June? Didn't McDavid, bring the boys back early? Didn't you guys start a farm? That type of team bonding, and y'all lost 2 straight to the Vancouver Canucks? And Darnell Nurse? Come on. We rambling here. We getting it out on this version of the postgame show, right? I think this is the last postgame show of Locked On Canucks history, okay, on this feed. It's just the truth, right? I think so. Anyways, Darnell Nurse. That dude pisses me off. That was a cheap shot in a sneaky way on one of the best players in hockey. And as much as he pissed me off for doing it, right, he put a stick right at the blade of Pettersson's skate, right at a scoring chance, right at a goal, the Sednica goal. And I don't know, it was just, it had nothing to do with the play, but it was, to my eyes, really dirty, because that could have been bad. Easily. Pettersson, man. So important. Risking it all for the boys in Vancouver, and he really risked it. Look at what he's doing. I think somebody on the panel brought it up as well. You could see it. He passes to Studnicka, right, the stud, and Pettersson angles his body to take away any sort of interruption Nurse could have caused on the play. He just ahead of it. He just plays till the end, right? He's one of those players that definitely plays to the whistle all the time. Nothing is guaranteed. He's just going to make it happen himself or do whatever it takes. Very impressed with Pettersson, and that's why we should sign him for 8 years at $100 million. And also, that's why we got to, stand up for all the players. But we can't be one of those teams that don't do anything. Don't do anything. Show us a flyby. Chirp Nurse. I don't know, something. A little bit of pushback, because that is a dude who gives it all for the Vancouver Canucks. And he happens to be lethal offensively. He's that guy. And it can't just be an easy night at the office for those who want to take runs at him and potentially injure him. You can't tell me Nurse wasn't trying to injure him there. That was dirty. That was dirty. It happens though, right? Hockey? What did that guy say this week? Pat McAfee, right? Hockey is amazing. Amazing. I used to have bet sheets, okay? What did the bet sheet say? Hockey, the coolest game on earth. Yo, those could be my bet sheets right now without the first part. I think so. Hockey, man. Well, we're going to end on that note, okay? A little ramble. Shout out to hockey. On this Saturday night. Providing the juice. The studios, man. we appreciate it because I don't think we're here if the Canucks don't exist. If you know, you know. It's just the truth. Somehow, somewhere, we got here. Like, I'm here. Look, where am I right now? If you're watching on YouTube, where am I? If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple and all those other podcatching systems, hello, how you doing? Anywho, shout out to Don't Do, shout out to the city. I'm gonna get out of your way. That was another episode of Locked On Canucks. My name's Kyle Bowen. More importantly, A, this is the show where we give you your Canucks every day, and B, Begsy. Begsy, man, we miss you, bro. Let us know in the comments below, yo. Come back, Begsy. That's got to be a hashtag. Put that on a shirt. Contract dispute? I don't know. Meatloaf issues? I don't know. Private guy. That's all I do know. And again, one of my favorite hockey podcasters right now. It hit me. Going on one of those walks. I was listening to Trevor. I was like, dude, Begsy. You that guy too. I would never let Darnell Nurse stab you in the skate. For no reason at all. If I saw Darnell Nurse do that, and we played hockey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I wouldn't punch the guy, but I would definitely skate by him and say, F you. That's just the truth. That ain't cool. Do something, right, J-Pat? You gotta do something when Pettersson is getting attacked. Anyways, have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good night. Like and subscribe. If you did enjoy the episode, we don't know when we'll be seeing you next, but hey, your Canucks every day, there's a good chance it's tomorrow. Peace.